what's happening, Rangers? Welcome back to Power Rangers Legacy Wars! Yeah! So you can see there's an exclusive offer to get the White Ranger, and actually, we do have the White Mighty Morphin Tommy Ranger.
I saw the juice bar there.
Yep,
That's
the
cool.
juice bar is now available. The update is now, well, I mean, it's been, you know, going since we've moved, but this is our first episode of Power Rangers Legacy Wars in the new house. Blah.
Yay! But yeah, since we moved, it was updated.
Wow. So they're doing the white light stuff. When Billy discovers Zordon and Alpha constructing a new Ranger, the other teens don't take this revelation too well. They're doing the whole white light thing. Tommy's made the leader of the Power Rangers, technically, but he was only... They had to redub that line because Austin St. John wasn't on the show anymore. If the original trilogy stayed on the series, then Red Ranger still would have been the leader.
Yeah,
and the White Ranger would have been in it, but it would have still, you know, that would be the only difference.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he would have been, Red Ranger would have been the leader, and Tommy would have been on the show, but not the leader.
And he wouldn't be whining about his powers being stolen. So, fun little fact for you guys. Did you know that Tommy, the White Ranger, is based on a... Ooh, level 6! Sweet! Is based on a Sentai Ranger in Japan called Kiba Ranger, who is actually a 10-year-old boy.
I knew that! I remember! You were telling me.
Good girl.
I get a prize.
You do get a prize. So that explains why Tommy was jumping up and down and acting like a lunatic.
And the little...
He was a little kid.
The little boy in the other one, like, he becomes like a adult, or he's in the body of an adult or something like that?
They both transform into adults.
Okay.
Jason, Austin St. John's character, the Gold Ranger, is also a little kid in Japan called King Ranger, who's this ancient king who's like a 13-year-old boy who becomes bigger.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's like a dinosaur king or something.
Kind of, although he has a pyramid, so much, much older.
Okay, that makes sense why, because Austin actually was the youngest actor.
Ah, yeah, there you go. All right, so let's check out Tommy's moves. So we have a flash kick. Ooh, that's cool.
Do I get more prizes, Kwing? Do I get more points?
Sure.
For knowing things? Ooh, I know what this is. This is a juice bar, because it says that in the background. How many brownie points do I get?
Juice bar.
This is cool looking.
Although,
actually.
what I don't know is the Angel Grove Juice Bar, did it take place inside of a mall, like in Power Rangers Mega Battles? Or was the Juice Bar kind of like somewhere in town in Angel Grove? I don't know.
Wait. It was never in the school, was it?
I don't think it was ever in the school, no.
Okay, somehow
It's
I thought
too big.
it was... Yeah, there's no way it could be in the school.
Too big.
Alright.
It was a youth center.
Ooh, the White Ranger does look really cool.
Oh, yeah.
But that's because he's actually from another Sentai show.
I can never say the name of it, but the Thunder Zords are based on that Super Sentai series where the White Ranger came from. So that's one of the reasons why you would see the Kiba Ranger fighting like all these beasts and stuff.
Yeah.
And the other Power Rangers wouldn't because
they weren't
never
in that
did.
Show.
It would have been the Jew Rangers fighting.
That is a really cool looking outfit, though.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sleek.
I have to go back and watch that show with the little kid because it was kawaii.
My favorite versions of Tommy is the Green Ranger and Zeo Ranger 5. All right, let's find an opponent. So the update is now live. That means there's a lot of differences with this game, mainly strikeouts, being able to take out red attacks while using a yellow attack. It's a little bit more confusing, and it's a lot different than how Power Rangers Legacy was back in May and even when the game first released. But see, countered, they have all these displays now. And also they have a way to turn down the visuals if you guys are having problems with your... See, strikeout. If you're having issues, you can actually turn down the VFX, which is great because a lot of tablet games actually let you do that. So if you have a underperforming tablet, you can still play this game. So that's kind of cool.
That's cool.
There we go.
So if your tablet isn't the best, you can turn it down a little and then you can still play it, but without as many effects then. Yeah.
Well, it just, you downgrade it just a little bit. So, I mean,
sense.
I really don't like all these pop-ups and what they've done with the red and the strikeout abilities, because it feels like when I was playing this, and I'm getting ready for doing a Power Ranger live stream soon, but when I was playing this game a lot, today, I've noticed that it's more of like a defensive game than it is a fighting game. Like, if you are trying to use a red ability on somebody that's using a yellow one, they will be able to hit you, like, no matter what. It's almost like they have a yellow shielding around them. They're invincible.
Wow. Okay.
Likewise, if they attack you with a red ability and you hit a yellow one, then you're invincible. But it doesn't really...
So
I've literally had matches where we just stand there while the clock disappears and we're just doing strikeouts and unblockable attacks and, like, canceling each other out or doing counters. It's just not as fun as it used to be.
You would think that every move would have some weakness and some strength to it, so that you could always...
That's the difference between all good fighting games. But this one, see how strikeout?
Yeah.
And then all you can do is once you get somebody with the strike, then you can go attack. But now...
If you just, like, do yellow moves all the time, then you're basically unblockable.
But did you see how I tried to attack her with a block break, but she used a strikeout on me, so... It all comes down to knowing, like, the colors now, blue, red, and yellows, and using those in accordance with what... see how they're just standing there? They're waiting for me to use a certain thing now. They're not actually trying to fight me. It all comes down to color coordination. That's how you win now. And I don't like that. That's not fun.
Yeah. Just use the
I don't want to think, anyway.
Color.
I don't want to think. I want a game like a fighting game. Like how it was back in May was cool.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, it's like I have to relearn everything all over again. Because literally, you saw when I brought out my red ability, even though I hit that person, because they were all yellow and a strikeout, they took no damage.
That's kind of not fair. You would think they would take less damage, but not no damage.
Less damage would be good, yeah.
That's kind of not fair, yeah. I actually forgot, in this juice bar, did they, like this area here, didn't they have, like, some workout area in the juice bar or something like that?
You're seeing it right there.
You could do hoops or, like, I see, like, the little gym pads and stuff around. That's kind of cool. So it's kind of like a sporty juice bar where you can get, like, smoothies and then, like, work out or something. Yeah. And I think that's where... like the Red Ranger was like instructing some of the other people and stuff like that.
He and Tommy had karate classes here. The Blue Ranger was one of the Rangers that actually learned how to fight from Jason, Zach, and Tommy.
That's awesome.
He would take karate classes at Angel Grove, like the juice bar, Ernie's Juice Bar. Okay, so that was a training. I'm just trying to get... This is my first time ever playing Tommy, so...
I wish I could take a karate class that was as happy and fun as the one that it looked like in the Power Rangers thing. I don't think that exists in real life.
So you can see missions are in play now. Like, all that stuff that we talked about in, I believe... We talked about this in other videos, like the upcoming Power Rangers, like, update and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there are missions now, and you can actually unlock characters during the course of about... It's either a week or 2 weeks that one will pop up, and that's actually how I got Tommy. Tommy was from a event... Well, I mean, to get, like, the Tommy Assist. It was an event called White Light. And you would have certain things pop up.
Yeah. And
you would have to play as either all Mighty Morphin characters or all movie characters, or play as the bad guys, or they change up the mission variations.
Yeah.
And you get to unlock characters. That's fantastic that they're doing that, because people who don't want to spend money on their favorite character, by playing and grinding the game, they have their ability to unlock characters. That's great.
Yep. Yeah, that is great.
We need to see more of that.
Yeah, White Ranger looks pretty cool there.
But I still feel like that this game now is like a game of rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
because
I know.
Before, even if somebody was using like a yellow or a red attack, if you managed to hit them with either attack, you would, you know... It
was like more skill involved.
Exactly,
like, of how you were able to play the cards.
Now you actually have an aura thing.
Now it's like what cards you're dealt basically shows who's going to win. Which is kind of lame. Yeah.
If you guys are going to buy characters in this game, I recommend waiting until they have a special offer. Even if you have to throw down like $50, I mean, it's worth it. You get 6,000 power crystals and tons of morph coins, so you can level up your characters.
It's better than spending small increments that would add up to even more.
No, don't do that, because that's how they grab you. They grab you in spending small increments on the microtransactions. always wait for a special event or if you're going to a new league, and then you can get more crystals, more coins, and the chance of getting a new character.
Then you get it all at once.
But I mean, you don't have to pay for the stuff. It's just, you know, this is a game where technically you have to pay to win.
If you have need a family life or a job or you have
bills,
if you have any kind of thing at all, like it's like then you don't really have time to grind day in and day out because you have other things in your life you have to do. So yeah, yep.
Okay, I'm not good with Tommy at all. All right. It also really doesn't matter if they try to push you in the corner anymore because okay, he countered.
All right, come on, Kwing. It's Tommy versus Raven's Death.
I know.
Sandra.
Alright, I should have used...
Break.
This is going to be like something that I have to learn a lot because using the yellow to block a red now, I mean, it just... it's something that it's going to take a transition period for me. Like playing the game like 2 days or 3 days in a row or something.
They basically changed the entire...
Oh, it's completely different.
Like... They just changed, like, they kind of, like, upturned the entire way that you play the game. Now you have to find an entirely different style to win, because...
Well, I mean, when they nerfed Jason, like, last month, it took me a while to learn how to play as him again, but I could still be a really good Jason player online. I tried to play Jason with all these new, like, strikeouts and unblockable attacks and things like that. I didn't even get a few hits in because... people would just use like either the red or the yellow aura to counter all my attacks.
So, I mean, what do you think of the card system anyway? Do you wish it was just like a set moves, like different without the cards? Because if you had a swipe down for one attack, swipe over for a different attack, that would be like more my kind of game because I wouldn't have to wait for the attacks to appear randomly. I would know what I was doing the whole time. Like I would just learn the attacks for each person and just do it. Yeah, it is I mean, it is difficult to do it on a tablet, but I personally am not a fan of the card thing. It would be cool if they had a, you know, double tap for one move and swipe right for another.
There are fighting games like that. Injustice 2 is not a card base, it's skill.
Yeah.
Like Injustice 2,
like
their mobile game.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, they were going for something different, but this time it really does feel like it's a battle of rock, paper, scissors. It's not like, I'm gonna outthink my opponent. It's like, no, you just have to, if they're doing red, you have to use yellow. If, you know, they're using yellow, you have to use blue.
Right.
So, I mean, it just all comes down to, you know, who has the right color setup. And I don't like that. I liked how previously we could still be on offense or defense depending on the situation. And I don't like this. I don't like the little Wi-Fi thing popping up. I'm in a new place. I have much better internet. Upload of 40, download of 250. I should not have that icon.
Maybe that bug lady is causing it.
I don't know.
I don't know. She's messing with it. Maybe there's a bug in the system. Never mind.
Well, even with this update, people are still complaining about how that Wi-Fi thingy still pops up.
Yeah.
See, I can't maneuver. When that pops up, all I can do is I can tap my icon cards, and that's it.
Yeah. One thing I really do like about the game, I mean... As the loading screen, I just noticed that Trini always seems to be in the loading screen every time. Yeah. Which is cool.
But are you seeing how fast this person's blocking and stuff like that? It's crazy.
Yeah. And I
can't do anything.
I think her outfit being so distracting is one of her, like things she uses against their opponents.
Alright, I shouldn't have won that, but I'll take it.
Distracting outfit.
You win! With the red flashing icon of death.
I can just imagine wearing that hat for Halloween and and wondering if anyone would know who I was. See if I scare people, they'd be like, "Are you a really bad version of a bug?" It's like, no, I'm a character from Power Rangers. Don't you know who I am?
So the rumor is that they actually have another. Probably by July, there's going to be another update for the game where they'll bring in new characters. I really want them to bring in Gold Ranger Jason, because now there are 2 Tommies in this game, White Ranger and Green Ranger.
I think this is what is making the whole system crash. This is what is making everything messed up. The card system, the Wi-Fi, everything. The game cannot handle the fact there are 2 Tommies and only 1 Jason. It's literally messing with the laws of the universe. It's okay. There's only 1 Jason Lee Scott. Scott Lee.
There's 2. There's Mighty Morphin and there's Movie. So that's what they could say.
No, okay. I mean, Mighty. There's only 1 Austin St. John.
There's only 1 ASJ right now. Unless we get Gold Ranger, which we need some Zeal Love. We need Zeal Love in the next update, Gold Ranger Jason, and we need Ninja Steel. I'd love to see the Red Ranger from Dino Charge, and I'd like to see more Rangers from Dino Thunder and also Power Rangers in Space. But anyway, there you go, people. There is the epic Tommy Attacker character, the White Ranger in action. I hope you guys will enjoy the live stream that we have coming up later this week. And until we meet again, God bless, happy gaming.
See ya!